Hello and welcome back to High Ridge Farm with me, the Walrus. Welcome back to year 2. So, happy new year to everyone out there. And I hope that you've had a fantastic celebration and didn't overindulge too hard. I'm not going to say a single thing about that. Thank you very much. Now, we are entering into the second year. Now, I'm a little bit excited because, of course, that means new seeds. Now, I have had a few interesting issues. The large quantity of mods that I downloaded, I genuinely could not get to work. Other than a few forageable items that appeared, and being able to grow some stuff for the kimchi mod, which was great and all, but in no way could I interact with any of the other articles that I was able to have, which would have made me able to make the kimchi or the nice coffees. So essentially, I got screwed. I couldn't figure it out. I've still got the mods installed. They're currently just deactivated for now. If I can figure it out, then I'll actually have them. But for now, I'm going to keep slugging on with a couple of graphical mods, hence why the starfruit wine is now yellow. Coconut wine is white, and they just look a little bit nicer, and I'm quite pleased with that. It's something very basic. Now, we've got a lot of clearance to do here on the farm, as of course, apparently when it snows, grass gets everywhere. That's a thing. And of course, we end up with just a mess. Oh my goodness, all of the melons. Fantastic stuff. So that's really useful because melons are quite valuable. So that's good. I'm going to pop them away. One of the things that I do really need to do is complete the community centre. And of course, to do that, I need red cabbage seeds, which will be really helpful. I assume that I can purchase them now. Whether I can purchase them now is a very different question. I hope so, because I'd like to get the community centre done, please. And the sooner the better. That would be nice and all. Of course, I'm going to keep planting starfruit in here, as I feel that that's the most financially viable route for me. Admittedly, though, my pile of starfruit is getting larger than the number of kegs I have, so I may need to do an intense wood harvest and get more kegs on the go. Of course, the mess of kegs that I have there will stay there for the time being. I plan on building a barn or two so that I can actually have a decent layout of useful things. Now, one of the things that I do want is strawberry seeds, and I think those are strawberry seeds. They look vaguely strawberry. Beans, that's good. Of course, I am also going to deposit some of the miscellanea that I don't need to worry about too hard. But do I want the stone walkway floor? Nah, let's use the crystal one. I've got more of it anyway, so that'll be easier. Let's put those away very quickly because I don't need them out at the moment. Because one of my plans is to place sprinklers on a floor piece because it means that you can't accidentally hoe them up. Unfortunately, you can't place them on hoed land, which does mean it's a bit of a faff. Like, I can't place it here. However, for now, it'll do. Because making little lips like this, and if I quickly place this one down, so you can see what I mean. I've got to place these down and then have the space for the sprinklers. Because I'm going to using the basic quality sprinkler for the time being, and not the iridium one, because I haven't got very many iridium ones. And as I do more in the farm, I will eventually replace things with iridium sprinklers, and the layout will change slightly. But that's just how this is going to go. There we go. So let's place those two down and then rehoe this land here. I'm probably going to plant a bunch of cauliflower, because cauliflower is the most valuable of the spring crops other than strawberries, because it being a repeat offender in the production side. Of course, that does also mean that I'm probably going to have a little bit of land that is unaffected by the sprinklers in this layout, because I very much would like to end up accidentally, growing a couple of the giant cauliflowers because they look really fun and I like them. And why not? So there we go. So there's a good example of the fact that you can hoe the land and it doesn't dislodge these stone walkway bits, which makes life a lot easier for general admin and other such things. Oh. What seed? Oh, blast, that's summer seeds. I obviously didn't purchase any of the strawberry seeds left over. Oh, drat, that's annoying. Well, rhubarb, you can go down. And we'll have some spring seeds and mixed seeds, and we'll have some of these. Because beans. Now, of course, growing up as a young child, here in the UK, we have some particular songs about beans. I say particular songs. There is only one. The beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. Although, no, that's a lie. There is the beans, they're good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. Goodness gracious. English school kids, aren't we weird? Although I'm pretty sure that anyone listening to this has already realised that the English are absolutely insane. Or already knew this previously. Because, yes, we're clearly unhinged. So I'm going to place these sprinklers down. And that's going to make life a little bit easier. Now, of course, I also need to catch myself a largemouth bass. So that means I've got to go up to the mountain and engage in some general fishery and sort that mess out. Because, of course, I wasn't able to get any iridium upgrade tools, that's going to be quite a major focus for me in the early parts of the spring. So I'm probably going to hit up the desert quite a lot this year, which isn't going to be too much of a problem, I don't think. And, of course, as I mentioned previously about the inability to understand how to get these mods to darn well work, if anyone has the understanding of trying to get the mods that I tried to get to work, or why I was getting it wrong, please do leave your message or a comment below, because I'm well aware that I'm an idiot. And I'm also very well aware that I'm not very good at modding games. The only other game that I've modded is Battletech, and the only reason I modded it was to make the game harder. And that wasn't too difficult. Thankfully, it was a single install and a big all-in-one downloader, so it was super easy. I didn't have to download 30 or 40 different extra add-on packs to get it to work. I'm not salty about it at all, no, honest. Okay, so we've got all of my lovely animals here, and I'm going to quickly put the eggs into mayonnaise. That's a weird sentence. I don't even think if that's a thing. I'm going to mayonnaise an egg. That's definitely not an adjective. But hey, it can become one, because I said so. Right, so some cheese. That's easy. The big moo. Being all big and mooey. Let's quickly put some milk in to make cheese. And then quickly move on out. There we go. Lovely stuff. Okay. I'm going to continue my endeavours with founding relationships with the villagers and improving it this year, as of course I've kind of realised what I actually need to do for it and feel a little bit less insane. Although it's still probably going to be quite insane considering I am the maple syrup man, and that's probably going to be quite a major thing that I will do. It's nice to see the fruiting trees giving me fruit, because of course fruit is also a liked product by most people, so that makes things nice and easy. Now I've grabbed myself the grass starters because of course I need to be able to give the animals the grass for them to feed on. I've also grabbed 5 gold bars so I can also get Clint to upgrade my steel trash can to a gold trash can, which shouldn't be too difficult. I probably should have grabbed a 6th bar so I could give him an extra one just as a gift. Ah, Emily. A little cutscene. I don't know what, but we'll soon see. Though that being said, being that it's Emily, it's probably either going to be nature or crystal-based centric alternative. I don't really want to call it medicine because it's not quite holistic lifestyles. Is that the correct terminology? Oh, okay, it's the parrot flying into a window. Ah, yes, I do genuinely feel bad for this. I've seen owls fly into windows, and the imprint is quite hilarious at the same time. But yes, they might very well need some assistance. So that's quite nice. Emily's doing what she can for the poor bird, which is all well and lovely. Now, takes the injured parrot into her home. Okay, fair enough. So she's got herself a parrot now. That is a thing. Now, into Clint's. I've collected my steel trash can, and now we're going to get ourselves a gold one. Haha. Of course, it's an interesting one because it's not really the something that actually gets upgraded, because you don't actually hand over the trash can. You still keep the old one until it's done. Okay. Oh, so let's see what's on the message board here. So we've got the Queen of Sauce wanting something to do with cauliflower. I was planning on planting a lot of cauliflower, so that one's probably quite an easy one. And I've not tried... I can't remember what the 1,000 pieces of wood does, but I've never actually done the 100 crops in a season one. Partly because it was added much later after, like, into the game as a whole, than when I previously really played a lot of Stardew Valley. So, right, I want red cabbage, and I also want a lot of cauliflower. So give me all the cauliflower, good sir. I want lots. Okay, so we've got a nice 100. Got some tulip and jazz seeds. Jazz seeds will be good because I can plant them in front of the beehives. Now, why is the red cabbage not here? Is one of the mods interacting with it in a negative manner? Well, I'm going to buy the catalogue. Maybe he hasn't got them in yet. Maybe. I'm not sure. I genuinely don't know. Well, I'll have to think about that. It might be something really silly. Which, chances are, being me, I didn't know that there was this fiddlesticks and buncombe. I didn't know that I could check the darn community centre from my menu tab. My goodness, I've wasted so much time travelling back and forth to check things. Oh, I feel stupid. Right, let's catch myself a fish. I need a largemouth bass, so they're big and they're green. So let's see if I can get one of them. I've got the bait on, I've got the increased chance bite of hook thing, so it shouldn't take too long to catch something at least. That's not a bass. That's probably a catfish. Or a carp. Probably a carp, yeah. Because carps are bottom feeders on the lake, so they don't really move much in the fishing bar. This one doesn't seem lively enough to be a largemouth. I mean, it could be, but I don't think it is. Nope, that's a chub. Let's try again. It's kind of sad that I picked up on what fish is likely based on the activity. I think this is another carp. But, at the same time, it's not too difficult to guess. Oh no, it's not. It's a chub. I didn't realise chubs were as lazy as carp. Let's see. Come on. I mean, I could also try and catch the legend as well soon enough. I think that's the other one that I need to catch. I mean, there are 5 legendary fish, I think. The legend is one that's in this pond. I have to be able to reach that log, essentially. And that would require a lot of extra food and other supplementary fishing buffs. I mean, admittedly, the dish of the sea is the only one that really increases it by a decent amount. By 3, at least. Okay, a bullhead. Still not what I'm after. Come on, largemouth. I've only got an hour. And I still need to be able to get back into town. Come on. Come on. I think this is a largemouth. No, ignore the chest. This is important. Yes, it is a largemouth bass. Right, let's get out of here. Let's go, go, go. Run, walrus, run. I really wish I had coffee right now. Right. Go, go, go. You can do it. Now, of course, thinking about it, at first I was thinking, well, why does she want a bass? And then I remembered, like, that I've eaten bass more recently. And actually, it's interesting when I've gone through and eaten different fish. Of course, managed to accidentally delete a little bit of the footage there, but oops. Ah, Jodie, I have brought a fish for you. And your husband and children. I do enjoy how Sam is very much I'm still very much a teenager. I really can't be bothered. Have a fish. Well, I mean, of course it smells fresh. I literally just caught it. Kent eats a whole fish all by himself. You monster. Which is impressive, because they're not small fish. There we go. But that's the thing, is like the breading and the deep fried, like having had like a deep fried crispy bass sort of thing. I know that's so very English with our levels of fish. But I've also had much more delicately cooked sea bass and very much enjoyed it. However, we do have a little bit of a penchant in England for deep fried fish. However, somebody suggested to me recently that we English people would deep fry salmon, and that deeply offended me. Just the idea of putting a salmon in a deep fat fryer. Ooh. Ooh. I can't. I just can't. It actually hurt my brain, because the idea of that is just monstrous in every way. It's like, no, that should never happen. Okay, so I've got a frozen geode from something. Right, so let's plant some extra seeds. Now I've got cauliflower, shockingly enough, and I have 100 of it that I need to plant. So it's probably going to take me possibly the rest of the evening to plant all of this in a suitable way. The other issue as well is that I don't know how much space I'm going to physically be able to squeeze in. Okay, so let's see. That's another section cleared. And another there. I'm going to also plant a couple of blocks of 9, as that allows for the mega-sized cauliflower to happen. And the other advantage that it has is it does also give you more than 9 cauliflower. It gives you like 15 to 18 of them, if memory serves. Plus, they also look really cool, because they're enormous, and giant crops are cool, and I like that as a concept. Maybe that's just me being odd, but I don't care. Right, let's quickly slap down some more fertilizer. I'm going to need to catch myself some more fish and put more cauliflower seeds in. Lovely stuff. Now, of course, the cauliflower does take a fair while to grow compared to other seeds in spring. It's not like a parsnip or garlic, which are only like 4 days. But it'll do. And, of course, it'll give me a lot of money. And that's the big thing here. Now, I'm also going to plant some of the blue jazz around here, because I feel that that is probably a sensible idea, having them near the hives. Let's quickly lop down these little bits here. And I'm also going to cut down these trees, because they're in the way. Also, I've now got 2 of the pines have fully grown in my little random selection of trees there next to the maple. So that's good, as the pine tar is useful. I can't remember what things really use it, though. I always do kind of forget for pine tar. That's just kind of how it goes for my brain. I've just realised that was dumb. Probably should have shifted it over one. Oh well. That'll do. Well, let's just plant these down here for the time being. I'm feeling lazy. And we'll just quickly use an axe on that one. And we'll just hoe up some land as well. There we go. Lovely stuff. And that should give me a bit more room to sow seeds, because that's kind of what I'm after here. Is more seeds, more planting, more useful. And, of course, more cauliflower and blue jazz. Now, the blue jazz I'm not going to harvest until closer to the end of the season, as that gives the bees the opportunity to create blue jazz honey. And that's something I would much rather have, because I'm aware that that's more valuable than the wild honey that they can also provide you. Okay, so I don't need some pine cones because it's a pine cone. I've already got quite a few of those. And just hoe that little bit of land up as well. And sprinkler. There it is. And we'll also slap down some seeds because I've run out of fertilizer now. There we go. So I'm definitely going to need to make a fair bit more. So a quick bit of watering. So it's probably going to be quite late before I actually get into bed. Hopefully I can manage to water all of this before 1 o'clock. Because I would very much like to get everything done. Oh dear, not quite. So I'm going to be a little bit energy deficient tomorrow, which isn't the greatest. But again, I'll live. I'm going to quickly refill that. I'm pushing it a little bit now, I know, as time is of the essence getting back into the house. Just going to make some more fertilizer. And of course I can quickly plant this down on some of the crops that have been sown but haven't started growing yet, which is good. Okay, so we will, oh dear, we've got also the pickled things ready. So that's ready for tomorrow morning at least. Excellent stuff. And into bed. And we've made a fair bit of money today because, of course, the starfruit wine sells for quite a lot. And even a limited number of bottles of it is very useful because it's just some high financial value. I'm going to quickly water these crops. Whoops, that's the floor. Didn't really mean to do that. And going to grab the hot pepper and tomato. And let's have a quick look and see what we can put in here. Pickled corn. We'll have a pickled tomato. Why not? We've got a lava eel roe, so that's good. And we've got a little bit of roe as well. And let's put a hot pepper in as well. I should probably grab a second hot pepper because... Oh, no, I did actually grab a second hot pepper. That's good. Because I want to give the mayor a hot pepper because he quite favours them. The diamond is always useful because, of course, that can be just given to Jody. Okay, so he's telling me that he's now selling extra seeds. Okay, 500G, thank you. That's quite helpful because an extra bit of different choice in seeds is nice. Now, let's see. So, oh, that's annoying. Of course, the pine tar is ready today. So I've cut down the trees essentially a day early. Well, I'm going to tap these two because then that's done. I'm going to quickly go grab some more maple syrup from those. And smack this rock with a pickaxe. Now, it does look like we've got another bit of roe to collect from the super cucumber, which is good. And the pigs are... Oh, the pig has found some truffles. Excellent. So, of course, I need a couple of those. I need one for the bundle. And I can also then make... what's it called? Truffle oil with them. And just quickly plant that one there. Now, the advantage of doing that is that the animals can't actually fully graze on that bit of grass, as that cow there is about to just, the big moo, is about to just demolish the section of grass that I had already planted. I probably should extend the general area the animals have to give them a little bit more opportunity to actually get grass. Oh, drat. That's annoying. Blasted goat. The trouble is you have to place the grass down first and then the lightning rod. Of course, the other advantage is it's a lightning rod. They stop things from burning down and exploding. And it does look very funny when you get a fruit tree hit by a lightning bolt. It's just very inconvenient, unfortunately. Right. So, let's deposit some things here that I don't need. That's the cheese, definitely. And the other miscellaneous gubbins. So, we'll pop that away. I don't really need the other bits. Now, well, I'm also going to make a chest. Oh, new baby lizards hatched. It's Shishi, that's a reasonable name. I should probably give it a sillier name. But, oh well. So I've got some more mayonnaises. That's nice. Let's just throw the trash away. Don't need it. Okay, so we've got a bunch of eggs, which is fine. And we'll pop those in the mayo machine. And a couple more eggs and a duck feather. Again, not too difficult. And another duck egg. Aw, I do like the dinosaurs. They're just cute. Because it's a Babystagosaurus thing. And it's cute. I know. Small things, small minds, but I don't care. It's adorable. Okay, so let's just quickly fling the cheese in there. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. I don't really need a bunch of pine cones. Although I could replant my small area of lumber growth, which probably isn't a terrible idea considering, as I will need a lot more wood moving forwards. Especially in the next few days, as one of the main plans I have is building the barns, and I believe that they are about 300 or 400 wood. I think they might be 400. Not 100% on that one. It's very much the I'll need to check. Okay, so let's quickly slap this down here and see where we end up, because that's the important thing, is being able to figure out exactly what and where I'm going to plant things and actually have a decent spread of different vegetables growing across the farm, as I do want to, unsurprisingly enough, have quite a nice selection of plants and crops and have a nice, well, a feel almost. Now I'm going to make a horrible mistake there by clearing all this land. Essentially, I'm just going to slap down a bunch of cauliflower because I still need more. That's good. Probably should have thought about that when I planted them. Okay, well, actually, that's amusing because that's actually a cauliflower seed from the mixed seeds bundle. Cool. That's kind of useful. And that's now watered. So we've got a nice little bit. So I've got to water 2 areas of land every day, which isn't too bad. And I'm going to plant all of these rice seeds and shoots down now, because that's something that also needs to happen, because they are inconvenient because I've got a lot of them and they don't require you to plant them next to water, but they do grow a lot faster if you do. But the advantage, of course, is you don't have to water them, which I think is quite reasonable, because I'm lazy and I'd much rather be able to harvest my crop more rapidly. Oh, that's convenient. That's exactly 10. So I'll just quickly slap down some more seeded rice there, which is good. And then I can just fling it, when it's unmilled, into the milling machine and convert that to actual rice, which makes it a lot more useful. Okay, let's go and check inside the barn. Not the barn, the greenhouse. See what's available here. So we've got some more melons, which is lovely. I think the melon crop is rather well this year. Grab the starfruit seeds to replace them for now, though, because, again, starfruits are more valuable. The melon is useful, but it's very much the I'll plant melons if I haven't got starfruit seeds. That's really how it boils down. The beet seeds for fall. Cacti seeds, that don't really matter too much. But the quality fertilizer, I will whip this away, because that could actually be useful for the time being, as I might be able to fertilize some of the crops that I've only just planted. That's good. Okay, I know that they already need to be added before planting. Don't care. Don't care. There we go. Lovely stuff. So, that nice large area has been dealt with. Okay, so we're going to quickly bimble on back over this way and have a look and see, and deposit things in the appropriate chests. And we've got a couple of geodes that need squashing, which is fine. I've got some more resources to put away, which again, quite fine, not an issue. And we will deposit the greenery bits as well. And I'm going to make some more fertilizer. There we go, lovely stuff. Nice and easy as well. Okay, so what's going to get sold first? Well, those melons are probably going to stay around for the time being because the kegs are nearby. And as I've mentioned previously, oops, wrong one. I do want to turn them into wine, because they're a valuable crop, but not as valuable as a star fruit. But I don't have that many kegs. I've got a few, but I need more. And I have a feeling that I'm going to need more of them, more different crops to start evaluating and getting what I need. Of course, the other thing is, no, that's not what I wanted to do, but all right. That stupid globe. I'm putting a truffle on the table. Hang on a minute. I need to deposit this as well, so that it's out of the way and safe. Okay, so we're going to head into town now. So it's more so that I go to the community centre to see about that bundle. But I'm going to grab a few things that I know people like, because that is probably a good idea. Because being able to hand over gifts is never a terrible thing. So let's go and see what the townsfolk think. Well, they probably don't want to think about that, to be fair. Right, they probably think I'm insane. But then again, I am the walrus, and I've never claimed to be anything but a little bit odd. Okay. So, what's Pierre's got to offer on the outside? Okay, so we now know that. A purple mushroom. Okay, well, that's going to be a bit more tricky, because they are a rarer spawn in the mines, and I don't think... Oh no, I have seen them once in the mushroom cave. Okay, so I've got a field snack. That's always nice. And let's have a look. Is Haley in here? No, neither of the sisters are home. Okay, so I've just broken into their house. Oops. Search Jodie's bin. And Jodie, are you in the house? No, okay. Well, that's odd. Where is everyone? Where on earth have they all gone? Oh, and of course I've sold the blasted mayonnaise that I was going to give to Krampus. Krobus. Sorry, I've still got the Christmassy random season on the brain. I'm a bit of a humbug at the end of the day. But Krampus is something that just comes to mind a lot. It's very much the, yep, sounds about right. I'm just grumpy. Although I don't kidnap children, though, because I'm not that odd. Thank you, Penny. Have some maple syrup. The maple syrup man strikes again. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Sam, would you like some maple syrup? Because you're getting some. Because, again, it's maple syrup. And everybody apparently likes it. Okay, let's check the mayor's bin. Because that must be a weird thing, like hearing your bin rustle and then suddenly somebody comes in your front door. Okay, the walrus has come along, he's messed with the bins, and he's said hello. Strange man. Right, you would like some maple syrup. There you go, Alex. I'm not going to rummage in the bins because you're literally stood there. And there's Gus. Gus can also have maple syrup. I don't really know what he actually likes, that's the problem. Which is quite annoying, because I do need to find out. I assume he probably likes things that are food related, like truffle oil maybe. Ah, there's Shane. Have a beer. Again, I feel good. Aha, there's Pam. Even easier. There we go, there's the two main alcoholics given beer. That's super easy and out of the way. Who else is next? Abigail, I think. Pierre. Why don't you have some maple syrup? I think the ladies appear to have done their yoga class thing that they do. So, Jodie, there's a diamond. Is your daughter around? For I wish to give her an amethyst. Oh, there she is. Have an amethyst. Look at this. She has a guinea pig, therefore she's the best. I say the best. She can't be the first love of the Prairie King. Come on, Abigail. Stop being rubbish. Okay, so off we go. It's only sad because she's only got one guinea pig. You need to have two. You need to keep them in pairs. They're very, very social animals, and they always need to be kept with many others. I've got 4. They don't all live in the same hutch, though. They can see and talk to one another, but boys tend to be quite... what's the word? Fighty, because they get very territorial, and don't want to risk it. Especially considering I have two that are very young. They're probably less than a year old because I got them from a rescue. And the other two I have are 6.5 and 5.5 now. So they're reasonably old for guineas. Because they don't tend to last, they only tend to last about 4 years. I keep popping in and out of the Stardrop Saloon because I'm waiting for Clint. Ah, there he is. How convenient. Here's a gold bar for you. That makes life easier. Now, who else? Well, I don't think there's much else to do other than go to the community centre now. Now, hopefully, I wonder if I can actually deposit it in from here. I mean, that'd be helpful. I'm not expecting it, but it'd be nice. No, okay, so it's not letting me. That's a shame. That would have been awesome if I could have done that, but makes sense. Okay, so into here we go. Have a quick look on the bulletin board, and we'll put the truffle in there. So that's the chef's bundle completed. Only 2 more to go. It's the dye and the enchanter's bundle. Now, I think that pomegranates, unfortunately, are an autumnal fruit. However, there's a reason I planted a bunch of the fruit trees inside my greenhouse, because then I should be able to get at some of them from there. That'll make my life a lot easier. Okay, so we've got ourselves another secret note. Now, I know there's a thing about being behind the community centre. I really need to figure this one out. I can't remember what it is, which again is me feeling a bit stupid. Do I just repeatedly mash the A button in here? No. I wonder if it's a time-related thing. It's a possibility. I mean, there are some time-related ones. Oh, I'll have to think about it. Very annoying. All the same, heading back to... Oh, okay, Sam's given us quite a useful list of very useful things. Because now, I didn't realise that Sebastian liked sashimi or frozen tears the most. Penny likes emeralds and poppies, that's good. I knew that Vincent was quite fond of grapes. But that's useful. That's going to give me a little bit of an advantage when it comes to disseminating gifts this week. Because I think that's going to be, again, a major thing of just giving out gifts to everybody this week. Because if I can just force that relationship up with people, the better that'll be. Okay, so let's just quickly grab some of those and deposit the miscellaneous stuff away. That's this chest, so we don't need the fibre. Don't need the grass starter. Don't need that stone. I will grab myself a singular bit of geode and some coal. I think I might grab some gold just to smelt that. It's probably a good idea. So Omni geode in there. So I'm probably going to get something stupid like some stone from it. Oh, I didn't grab enough coal. That was stupid. Let's try that again. And quickly fill up the cat's water bowl. You know, at the end of the day. Oops. All the same. Make sure the cat has water. It's very important. And we'll plonk those in there. Lovely stuff. Is there anything else that I need to do? I don't believe so. Like, I'm going to make these mini obelisks because I think that they will be very useful. Being able to teleport around the farm will be incredibly helpful. And I feel that having one at the top of the farm up here and one by the animal barns will be the most helpful thing to do. Oh, it's 20 solar essences. Drat, I thought it was only 10. Ah, fiddlesticks. I don't have enough. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go and visit Krobus because he sells them. That's not too difficult, but it does mean I now need to go and also harvest some more hardwood. There we go, mini obelisk. And we've got ourselves some apricots and some cherries. Lovely. I think that's going to be it really for the evening. I can't think of much else that I need to do. So I shall prepare and bid you all a fond farewell. And thank you very much for tuning in to the Walrus Place for the first one of the new year. I hope that you all had a lovely season and that you will catch me again on the next time I play. And as I've said in previous videos, please do, if you enjoy this, do like and comment, because I do really appreciate it when people tell me the things that they like to see and stuff that they've enjoyed, because it means that I can do more silly, zany stuff that you like. And I'm very keen on that as a general concept of doing stuff that people enjoy. Of course, there's still a little bit of work on the farm to do, which I'm definitely going to have to complete in the next few days. The farm still needs a lot of clearing away, and all of these different vegetables are going to have to grow, and fast. I think for now, I am going to sell these cherries and leeks and apricots. They're nice and all, but I've got other stuff to do with them. But for now, I think that is going to wrap us up quite nicely. And a nice long video here. Oh, goodness gracious, the stupid globe. So annoying. But again, truffle oil, that's valuable. And again, I'd rather have lots of high-value products leaving the farm to give me some extra money to buy useful things. It always makes life a lot easier. But of course, I shall bid you adieu and catch you on the next one.